welcome back to Oversharing.
I'm Madison.
And I'm Anna. And today we just kind of want to talk about a consultation. We think it's really important. It's a major part of what we do in the salon. A lot of people just gloss over it.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
That's good.
We need to know what your goals are so that we can give you the exact hair that you dream of.
So there's a couple of things that we ask for when you're looking to schedule an appointment with us. We ask for pictures of your current hair as well as inspiration pictures. And for us, we feel like that's really important because we need to see how dark or light your hair is currently. And we also need to compare it to your inspiration picture to see how far away you are from that and if it's something that's achievable in one session or if it's something that's going to take multiple visits.
There are realistic goals and there are unrealistic goals.
Totally.
And I think a good hairstylist will be honest with you and say, you know, I think your hair has been lifted a little bit too much for us to go any further. It's our responsibility to tell you if your hair can't handle it. Photos really help us explain to you if your goal is realistic or if you might take a couple sessions to get there.
We want a little bit of hair history, kind of like what Anna was talking about. We need to know if your hair's been pushed to the limit or, you know, what has kind of happened. That would be like if you have gray hair, if you have permanent hair color, if you take medications, if you have a keratin, all kinds of things will affect the coloring process. And so we just want to make sure that we take those into consideration. Time frame, what we're looking at, and process, so we can kind of get on the same page with you before you're even in the chair.
Being honest about what you've done to your hair doesn't eliminate the possibility for you getting to your goal. It really just allows us to map out the best plan of action to get you to your goal, incorporate your previous hair color into how we will get you to your goal. So it's really important to be honest.
Once we have you in the chair, there's a few things that we want to go over as well. Kind of what Anna was talking about earlier was talking about what you currently love about your hair and what you don't love about your hair.
It allows me to know what to emphasize, meaning what you love, and I can make that stand out or we can enhance it. What you hate just allows me to see a negative that you'd like me to change. It's important to keep the positive in with the negative. A lot of people, when you ask them what they love about their hair, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I've never really thought about it, because they're coming to you to change your hair, change their hair. When you start off with a positive, they're like, oh, well, let me think about it. And they end up coming up with something really great where they'll say, I love how full it is, or I love that my hair curls really well, or I love my natural color. And that's really nice that, you know, you just start off with like, okay, let's hear what you love because we're gonna love that too, I'm sure.
It's true. Another thing too, once you're in the chair that we like to take into consideration is your lifestyle. So if you're someone who is like a wash and go kind of girl and you don't style your hair, bangs are not it for you.
Sorry.
It's just not, because there's something that need to be styled every single day. Another thing to take into consideration too is like if you're a swimmer, we need to know that so that we can formulate your hair color to, you know, allow for your lifestyle. If you're a swimmer, that's great. You're a wash and go girl, that's great. We need to know all of those things so that we can make sure that your hair is kind of setting you up for success.
Absolutely. And again, I think that really plays back into being receptive as a hairstylist. As much as this video is for clients or for hairstylists, I think it's really important to acknowledge that us as professionals, we have the tools to help you with your hair for your everyday life. Madison was saying, if you just wash and go and you show me a photo of someone with stick straight hair, okay, well that's styling.
And a bob.
Yes, absolutely. If you have very curly hair and you want a really tight, pristine A-line bob or something, but all the photos you're showing me are a loose beach wave, that's our responsibility to tell you that that is something that is going to need to be styled every day. I'm not telling you that you can't have it, but I think having realistic expectations is really important.
I think the most important thing is having hair that works with your lifestyle, because if we give you something that doesn't work with your lifestyle, it's not gonna look good regardless.
Yeah,
you know?
You won't be happy.
You won't be happy. So we just wanna make you happy.
Another thing that clients need to understand about a consultation is you come to us asking us questions and we don't ever want you to feel uncomfortable because you don't know hairstyle lingo or you don't know the correct term for whatever thing you're asking for, and that's okay. Good hairstylists should be able to interpret what you mean. A good example Madison and I were talking earlier is some people are like, oh, I've had bad experiences with those scissors with the teeth. And it's like, okay, I fully understand what you're talking about, and I'll explain to you why those are used, how they're used. I'll explain to you what the purpose of it is. It doesn't mean we have to use it, but everything is important, and if there are things that you've received before that haven't gone in the direction that you're looking for, it's important to tell your current hairstylist that, because we wouldn't know otherwise. Don't be afraid of saying things like, I don't want chunks. Okay, well, I know that that means you want a really fluid layer, but I interpret that based on your terms and my knowledge. I always tell people finding a hairstylist is like finding a boyfriend. It's not easy. You kiss a lot of frogs. Some people aren't for you. Some people have different outlets that they're better at, niche hair that they specialize in, and it takes a long time to find someone that's on the same page as you, and that's also okay. But we are here to tell you that when the vibe is right, you will know, and it just clicks, and it should feel like you're just having fun getting your hair done. Don't ever hesitate to not speak up, because we want you to feel understood, because that's how we get you to your best hair goal.
Well said. Cheers to that. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a little bit about having a consultation, whether you're on the client end or the stylist end. We hope you got some knowledge out of this.
It basically sets the foundation for your appointment and what your hair is going to look like after the appointment. So I'm glad we could kind of touch on that and share what we know. If you have any questions about having a consultation, or more specific questions about what you should be asking for, anything really, just let us know.
Yeah, subscribe and drop a comment below, and we'd love to hear from you. Have a great one.
Bye.